Drinking Henny out the bottle, let's get ratchet. Shake that ass for a shot, get it clapping. Pop that pussy for my niggas, don't be acting.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany and I'm so glad you guys can make it. And in today's video, this look is pretty much inspired by Meg Thee Stallion's last mixtape, Fever. And I was just really moved by the orange and the red, and I was like, you know, I could do something with that. So that's what this look is pretty much about. And before you even continue this video, make sure you comment, subscribe, like, just do everything that you're required to do, okay? And I hope you guys enjoy the look. Now before we begin this video, I just want to take a second to apologize if the lighting is like a little harsh. I used my ring light this time around because it's been really raining in Houston and there's literally been no sun, and I still, you know, needed to film. So if the lighting seems just a little harsher than usual, please bear with me. This is not me. This is not usually how I am. So, I mean, y'all might not have a problem with it, but it's just, I know I'm just a perfectionist and every little thing like I pick at. So please just forgive me if the lighting makes you uncomfortable. So now, while y'all came here, the look. So I used orange as a transition shade. And then I don't really have like a really red eyeshadow. So I always use the Fenty Beauty Stunna Uncensored because I feel like that's the perfect red like that I need. That's what I needed for this look. And now I'm just pretty much blending the two together. So then I took a darker shade of eyeshadow. I took like a dark brown color and put that in the crease, and focusing that in the crease because we need to deepen the crease up. Are you tired of me saying crease? Crease. Now to cut the crease, taking LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Proclin. And what I do is I watched the Kiki Adams video, and she used like glue and other stuff to like flatten her brushes to make like it easier for her to cut the crease. And I tried that and it worked. So y'all should try it too, okay? So that's the brown shade that I had used. And I'm packing that on the corners of the crease because we're beginning to add that dimension. And I went ahead and finished everything off camera because, yeah, my camera did what it did. So I couldn't record it. But I pretty much packed the orange and the red closely to the brown and created that little effect. Now that we got all the hard stuff out of the way, it's time for my favorite part, the base. So taking the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, this is like my favorite primer in the whole wide world. Like, it's so hydrating. It does my skin nothing but good, gives my skin the nutrition that it needs, and it's just a beautiful base for the foundation. Then I'm going in with the Loreal Infallible Foundation in the shade 525 and just putting that on with my finger and then going in with a foundation brush to blend everything out. I know this is so random, but I feel like the reason why my makeup has been coming out really good on camera lately is because I've just completely ditched the big mirrors and just stuck to like small mirrors, because that way, you know, I'm able to focus in the areas that, you know, so if there's anywhere that needs more blending, I'm able to see that versus like a bigger mirror. I don't know, that's just a random thought because my makeup has been looking real good as of late and I've been trying to find the culprit. And another thing, as you guys can see, I didn't really put concealer all the way up to under my eye because I feel like that's the least amount of concealer. That's what the least amount of concealer needs to be, is in that area. Because when you begin to pack all that concealer up under there, it gets cakey and it gets crease-ish, and you don't want any of that. So that's why I just leave it at a certain point. And now I'm contouring with the Colourpop Cosmetics Foundation Stick. And guys, like I was feeling myself, okay, because my face was looking real silky, real smooth. And so to set all that, I'm taking the Sacha Cosmetics Buttercup powder, and I'm using that to cut my cheekbones and just to set the concealer, making sure it does not crease, okay. And then for highlighter, I took the Wet n Wild highlighter. Y'all know that's like my ride or die, okay? And I'm highlighting my cheekbones, my nose, my cupid's bow, and my little chin. And then going back into my eyes, I took that really gold shimmery color, and I just felt like it would be really cute in the inner tear duct. And then for the bottom lash line, I took the lipstick and the orange eyeshadow, and with a dense shader brush, I started placing that and buffing that on my lash line, my lower lash line, to create like a dimension. And then taking some Milk Makeup mascara, I'm just popping that on, getting my real lashes ready for the false ones. And as y'all can see, I put way too much eye glue or eyelash glue, so please don't do that. But yeah, I decided to go dramatic in the lashes. And for my lips, I kept it real simple. I used a brown lip pencil, and then I topped it off with the NYX Cosmetics lingerie gloss in the shade Sable, and it's a really cute nude, not really pink, more so like on the brown side. And this is the final look, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will leave all the products I use in the description box, and I guess I'll see you guys later.